About 80 kilometers northwest of London is the city of Oxford. Oxford began as Ford of the Oxen, a simple place for farmers to take their cattle across the river. Today, it is a city famous for being the home of the University of Oxford, the oldest university in the English-speaking world. Although no one knows exactly when the university began, historians know that people were teaching and studying here as far back as 1096. Today, more than 900 years later, it is a combination of the university's fame and the beauty of its buildings that brings thousands of visitors here each year. One of the largest colleges in Oxford is Christ Church College. In recent years, the college building, in particular its Great Hall, has become famous as a filming location for the Harry Potter movies. But Christ Church is also well known as the home of Charles Lutwidge Dodgson, also known as Lewis Carroll. And it was at Christ Church that Dodgson first met the children of the head of the college, Henry Little. The Little children, in particular young Alice Pleasance Little, became good friends with Dodgson. He took them on boat rides along the river and told them many stories. One of these stories told the adventure of a girl called Alice in a confusing underground land that he called Wonderland. Although the stories were fantastic and strange, Dodgson based them on situations, places, and people that were familiar to the children. For example, in Through the Looking Glass, Alice visits a shop where she meets a sheep, and things on the shelves float away when Alice tries to look at them. Many believe the shop in the story represents a small shop just across the road from Christ Church. In Dodgson's time, the shopkeeper was an old woman with a sheep-like voice. The shop itself was often flooded with water from a nearby stream. However, it is not unusual for Oxford to appear in fantasy stories. Besides Dodgson, the city has also influenced the writing of other great fantasy writers like Philip Pullman and Diana Wynne Jones, and most famously, J.R.R. Tolkien and C.S. Lewis. These two writers formed a writing club called the Inklings. They often met here at the Eagle and the Child. And it was here that Lewis's Narnia series and Tolkien's Lord of the Rings began to take shape. Having inspired so many wonderful writers and their amazing stories, it is no wonder the city of Oxford will be visited and treasured for a long time to come.